Subnautica is a beautiful and equally terrifying game. I've enjoyed this game for a very long time now and I feel like it deserves a video. Subnautica is the story of our main character, a janitor named Riley Robinson. Now, Riley Robinson was the non-essential system maintenance chief, which is technically just a smarter way of saying a janitor, for the Aurora. Now, what is the Aurora? Well, it's this massive ship that's 1,280, what is it? Meters long. And it crash landed on the planet that the game takes place on. Let me see this so I get it right. 4546b, an almost completely water planet, besides ice and the few reef that pop up in the surface. I'm so sorry that this is late. It's like the middle of March when I'm making this, and it's like 1 week away from my birthday. The 23rd, if you want to, drop a like or anything, or subscribe even. I'll place everything at the end of the video if you want to know exactly why I've been late. And besides that, let's continue talking about Subnautica. Soon after crash landing, you realize that you're the only human that survived the crash of the Aurora. Naturally, you take all the resources you can gather and make some tools, a knife, that's all I got, a knife. Perhaps even make a little base for yourself, make a little habitat, and produce some vehicles. Now this is like Minecraft. This is your break a tree, gather resources, keep some saplings. It's basically that. Build a base, build tools, you explore the world, and you do whatever you want from there. The story of Subnautica is a bit challenging for me to say, especially since I haven't finished either of the games, but I'll try and recollect it all. After realizing that you're the only person that survived the crash of the Aurora, you go to explore the ocean planet to realize that you aren't the first alien contact this planet has happened upon. Realizing that there's two random clouds just kinda sitting on either side of the Aurora, you go to explore the left one, the one that, if facing the Aurora, is to your left. Going to this cloud, you realize there is an island that is being covered by it. And going onto the island and looking around, you realize that this isn't just some random island. This island has a structure on it that's not from this place. A massive structure built from something that does not come from this planet. Exploring, you find out there are tablets lying around this island in the caves and new resources that you can find. You explore this place for a little bit and, it's crazy. There's some stuff in here. You can scan some stuff and it shows a bunch of stuff that can happen. But besides that, it's not really that memorable. Heading home, you get told that the nuclear reactor inside the Aurora is slowly going into a meltdown, and only you can stop it. I'm pretty sure this is inevitable, but you try your best to try and stop the meltdown from happening before a countdown is started.
Detecting increased local radiation levels. Trend is consistent with damage to the Aurora's drive core sustained during planet fall. Caution. Continued degradation of the Aurora's drive core may result in a quantum detonation. Continuing to monitor. Warning. Local radiation readings suggest the Aurora's drive core has reached critical state. Quantum detonation will occur within 2 hours. Emergency. A quantum detonation has occurred in the Aurora's drive core. The reactor will reach a supercritical state in T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. 3, 2.
Of course, the human nature to bring in technology and ruin an environment with it. With the ship that brought us here now destroyed, we have to find another way of getting off this water planet. Magic! There's a ship coming to get you. It's called the Sunbeam. It came from across space because it saw that you needed help and probably would get a reward. They're gonna take a literal hour of your life to get there, so why don't we explore the other cloud in the distance?
Heading to the right, you realize there's also another island on this side, but this one's a little less attached to the ground. This island seems to be a sort of plate above the water. It has these jelly-like creatures underneath it, filled with air, keeping it afloat. And exploring around the island, you seem to come in contact with another habitat that seemed to be made on this island a long time ago due to all the rust and growth that has overcome it. It's broken, and it seemed like whoever lived here isn't here anymore. Reading any of the documents, you seem that they have been infected by some sort of alien virus, and they go into the water to see if there's any way to survive. The virus that has infected them has also infected you. Pronounced... it's either Kara or Kara. Kara? 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 Kar. Karar. Karar! Kiara? Kara? I feel like it's, Kara. Or... Kara? Kara. Kara? Kara. If you explored the spire from the other island, you would go down into the security room and try and deactivate the device, whatever device it was, and realize that you are somehow infected with whatever it is trying to defend from. It seems that whatever this large structure was, it was supposed to stop anyone from exiting or entering the solar system, including its own species. And so now, defeated and utterly lost in what to do, you get a transmission, like a thought forcing itself into your mind. Something is trying to communicate with you. You don't know what it is, but you can see its faint outline trying to talk to you. We need to go deeper. Whatever this is trying to communicate with us, it's deep underground, and nothing will stop you from getting out of this planet. Now that I've got the basics down and not spoiling most of this fucking game, I just want to explain the gameplay. It's a survival. So I want to say it's a survival horror game, because I have shit my pants like, I don't know, I want to say like 15 times while playing this game. It's awesome. I love it. What you do? Jump into the water. You grab resources. There's these rocks that spawn in different areas. Usually they are encased in limestone or just stone itself. You break it open and you get a resource. There are some resources out there that you have to grab just off the wall, like where the stones would be, but just grab them off the wall by themselves. Or you need a giant machine for it to mine its and that's how you get it. This is a pretty open world when it comes to the design. There's a lot of different locations that you can actually go to, including the area you start in. In different areas, you discover different creatures, including stalkers, reefbacks, Hitler, and many more! If I told you that I would rather play an actual horror game than play Subnautica in the dead zone behind the Aurora, I'm not fucking lying. Because that area is the most terrifying place ever, and it's probably the main reason I've never actually defeated and completed Subnautica. Either of them, like it's different locations in either game, but like that place alone is scarred me for life. I swear to God, I'm not lying. Ooh, this game is both the most relaxing game I've ever played and the most stressing game I've ever played, because I could just be rolling around at the speed of sound in my prawn suit or in my sea moth, and all of a sudden I just hear. Yeah, just know I'm out of here. There's a door right there. I'm leaving. I'm shutting down my PlayStation. I'm leaving this room. I will not be in here. Oh, this is the same kid who grew up with Five Nights at Freddy's, right? I grew up with Five Nights at Freddy's all my life as a kid, and I mean, to be fair, when I first got a laptop, I downloaded FNAF 6, 7, the Pizzeria Simulator, and I started my first night shift, and I just sat behind my door and waited till the night was over until I got jump scared. I didn't. I'm honestly pretty sure that was actually custom night. Either way, I sat there. It was either custom night or Pizzeria Simulator. I should probably stream that. That would be awesome. That would be awesome content. But it was me. If it was custom night, right? It was me with Balloon Boy and what's the girl one? Jolly Django Fett. And I was sitting behind a door, and it's like, a new challenger has appeared, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm leaving the room, and yeah, so that's my first encounter with Five Nights at Freddy's Ultimate Custom Night. I then got it on my PlayStation. Oh god, I should honestly get a FNAF game and stream that. Now, the big bad, the antagonist, the obstacles in the game. There isn't any big bad besides the actual company that you're working for, because they make you try and pay all your debt from mining diamonds and stuff in this game. So it's like Minecraft, but if you had like everything you did was real, and you had to pay tax for all the things you've gotten. He was like 100 trillion bucks or something that they had to pay back. A big amount of money. But the real, like, the scariest thing is that, but the obstacles that you go in is what I would like to call the Reaper group. The Reaper 3. 2? 3. 3. 4. Technically there's 4 or more. I'm not sure. The Leviathan class creatures. You know, there's like the really big creatures. The main one that I like is the Reefback, which I think I've mentioned before. It's a massive whale-like creature that's got a bunch of coral and biodiversity on its back. It's beautiful. It makes a really loud humming noise, and it scares a lot of people when they first play, which I love. It also scared me when I first played, because I'm like, what is that? And it's just a big huggable creature. I'm not gonna lie. I love that guy. He's like my favorite. If they made a plushie of this, I would buy 20 of them, and then buy 20 more, then buy another 20, because why not? I've already spent thousands of bucks getting 40. How about I just double that and I get 120? But what happens if I just want more of that and I just get 4 times that and I get 400? Secondly, we've got the Ghost Leviathan. This thing is invading my nightmares most of the time because it's a glowing eel worm thing. It's glowing and it's massive. It could eat me in one bite, and its mouth kind of reminds me of a crab. I don't know what to say about this thing. I haven't really encountered that much because I don't go over the edge of the world, and I don't go deep into the caverns because I'm a pussy. I'm the opposite of a dog. I am a cat. One thing I will say about it, though, I really love its design, and I love how I can see it in the distance so I can run, if I ever do need to. And if you already know the game of Subnautica, you already knew this thing was coming. The Reaper Leviathan, the face of the horror part of this game, This thing is scary. It hides all around the dead zone, which is where behind the Aurora, where you land. It's on either. There's one on either side. Then a lot of different areas around the outside of the map. You can't escape them. The only way to escape them is to go down, and that's where you introduce yourself to like the two other ones. These things have red marks all over themselves. They have four talons that latch onto your sea moth and rip you apart as they try and get you. This thing is terrifying. And if that wasn't terrifying enough by the description I just said, they also scream when they feel a disturbance in the force. Like this thing is a literal Sith. Did I mention they're absolutely terrifying and they're everywhere? You cannot avoid these things. They're in the most important areas and you cannot avoid these things. It's scary. I don't even want to go into the areas they are at. If I hear them in creative mode, I'm not going there. I don't care if I'm in or if I would just respawn with nothing like lost. I'm not dealing with those guys. They have that. I've. When it comes to this game's setting, I love it. It's such an open and somehow blank but full of life game. It's kind of perfect for this sort of idea. Exploring around the ocean, you probably realize there's actually pieces of the Aurora just lying around. And inside, you can actually get recipes for different items. I don't know where any of the items are. I just kind of scan where I go. I don't know where all the arms for the prawn suit is, and that has made me suffer a lot because I don't know how to get a drill. I remember getting it in my first gameplay, and I haven't gotten it since. I don't know where it is, and I don't really want to search it up. It kind of ruins the gameplay for me. Even though I know the story inside and out, and I've barely gone into the lava zone. Talking about the lava zone and all that, one of my most favorite biomes, not for its looks, but for the way it is described in the game, is the red kelp forest, or whatever it's called. As soon as you go in there, the AI PDA thing, it's like, I don't know the words exactly, right? But it says the words along, the place was built like it was made to terrify humans, because it has all the aspects that humans seem think that are terrifying. And that sort of like input is just kind of like, wow, that's just like, it gives you like the sort of sense that it's like you're not just feeling things. The game is literally telling you this is terrifying, but it's not a horror game. And yeah, anyway, so that's one of my favorite areas. I hate going in there though, so it doesn't like, it looks kind of cool, but like I wouldn't build a base in there. I wouldn't build a base in there. Now, the horror of the game. There's a lot of things I would say is, the scary part of the game. The monsters, aliens that you find around. The alien artifacts and structures you find, maybe. Um, Maybe if you have thalassophobia, I think that's the right one, where you're scared of the ocean. It's just being at the surface of the water, looking down at a deep spot in the world, or even into the void, the abyss. Or maybe it's just the design or story. I don't know why you'd be scared of the story. Why would you be... Stop being scared of the story! It's a beautiful story! Even if you're not a person to be scared normally, I reckon there is some part of this game, deep inside you, saying, I don't want to be here. And you would be obligated to think that, because this is a scary game, even if you stayed in the shallows, or you're staying creative, it's a scary game with a lot of noises in the background, and it just makes the design of an alien planet fit so well. But You can hear the roars of creatures in the distance, the bubbles of your breathing. You can hear your character breathe, so you can still remember that you have to go to the surface or go into a base or whatever sooner or later. You're not staying underwater forever. It's got a sense of realism depending on the mode you got. Maybe you are uncreative and you're just exploring the world, creating a base. But it has that underlying realism and noise, all the noises in the distance. It's just altogether makes a beautiful and scary game, and that's why I love Subnautica so much. It's beautiful and terrifying. Like I said at the start, it's a beautiful and terrifying game, and I wouldn't go on any other game for the same experience. And I'm excited that Subnautica 2 is coming out, and I've got a PC now, so I'm going to be playing it on my PC with my friend, and it's going to be the greatest thing, because we both love it. We're both going to be scared. Well, not really. I don't think they would be scared, but I'm going to be scared, and I'm going to have fun. Hopefully I stream that. I also got my streaming set up, so I should be streaming soon as well. This is my stuff, if it pops up on the screen. Yeah, look at it, yeah! But, sorry if this is so late. I'm currently recording this on the 26th. I started this on the 20th. I have been busy, but I will hopefully make the next one real early. It's going to be Minecraft because of the Minecraft movie. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoy your day and or night, day or night. And I'll see you guys next time. Enjoy the abyss.
Naturally, the first thing you do is discover copper. Fuck! What the fuck is copper?
100 meters. Oxygen efficiency greatly decreased. Warning, entering ecological dead zone. Adding report to databank.